What's going on, everybody? Kenny Dubs here with another Atelier Reslieriana video, and today I'm going to be tackling the score battles for Chapter 8-1 because we will need this to upgrade our characters past level 70. Now, I've already cleared the score battle once. I was not recording when I did it. I was just doing some running last night before bed, and I was able to clear it. This is monster removal red quest real hard here, and as you can see, once we get the SS rank, not only are you guaranteed 2 light orb, which is actually fantastic because that means you can get a steady source of light orbs from these score battles, but you get the new glowing red orb, or the glowing orb 4s, which are needed for upgrading your character's grow boards. So real quick, taking a look here, Ice and Bolt are the recommended elements, alongside King of Storms and 2 Fairy Puppet as the enemies. So this one's pretty straightforward. I did kind of want to make this because we will be needing to S rank these for like going forward. So as long as you get an S rank once, that's good. Now, going over my team real quick, I'm using triple breaker, triple single target breaker, single DPS, and a tank. My DPS of choice is going to be Christmas Resna, but you can use Bolt Resna as well. My gear is just better for Christmas Resna, so that's why I'm using her. But Bolt Resna works fine as well. Just use her as a DPS because she fulfills the same role. As for my items, I'm going to be using a tonic as a boost to my critical damage of Bolt Resna, or whatever unit has the highest magic attack for 2 turns, and then double Draken Elixir. Now, based on the items you might be able to tell, we're going for burst damage with this setup here. So we're going to need to try to land burst, Christmas Resna or Bolt Resna or whatever DPS you're using on a burst panel. And we're using the tonic here because Bolt Resna and Christmas Resna, the one I'm using, both have guaranteed AoE crits on their burst. So that's why this is very, very important. And why I recommend using these 2 characters. You can use Izana as well, but Izana isn't AoE, so that might make things a little bit trickier in terms of finishing the fight quickly. But yeah. Aside from that, I'm using 3 breakers here, like I said, just because I need to be able to break things pretty quickly. Single target breakers, because their break potency is a bit higher. I was trying this with Master Ryza, and I couldn't get it the way I wanted to, so that's why we're going in like this. So yeah, let's go ahead into the battle real quick. Alright, so I made a boo-boo on the previous run. Starting over again here. Like I said, I don't remember the exact order I did this, but I remember like the general process. You want to try and break the golems first. It's going to be a static timeline, so that just means no matter how many times you reset, the timeline will be the same. So yeah, I want to do it like this because Keith Griff has more break potency here than Raze does. And I want to get damage on you. Then we'll have Raze do this here. If you have better or like faster breakers, you can use them. I just don't. This is just what I have available, so that's why I'm doing it like this. Now I don't exactly remember how I ended up doing this. Hold on, let me see here. See if I can. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, I think this is good, actually. I do want to... Yeah, I think from this point, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what I do. Because I'm pretty sure at this point I've set up the timeline in a way that my victory is basically assured. I do want to do this, though, because this will get an imperil on you over here, and then I can even break you as well, which again doesn't really matter all that much. But as you can see here, Christmas Resonant now has her burst lined up. Oscar took a lot of damage there, but you know what, that's okay. So now we're gonna ready up our burst here. Doesn't do that much damage right here, but that's where the magic happens. We're gonna go tonic, double Draken. So Resna gets both of the Drakens here. and the tonic. Now you'll see Resna does a lot more damage. See how much more damage we do, and on top of that, it's going to be a guaranteed crit because this burst is guaranteed crit again, much like Bolt Resna's. So it's going to do even more damage, following up with the tonic damage, which will do even more, and the skill 1s of Christmas Resna increase her crit damage as well. So, and we're going to click this real quick here. See this adorable little animation. And we wipe out the floor. Just like that. I'm not sure if my score is about the same or maybe like a little bit lower, but that's basically it for this this score battle. Like I said, I did want to make a video covering this because we will need these. Now, I don't know how, if you could do this with a more poverty setup or more free-to-play friendly setup. Like I said, I think at least you would want to have Bolt Resna in place of Christmas Resna if you would try to recreate this team without limited time units. But even then, like, I have quite good gear on as well. So if we take a look at my gear, starting with Keith Griff here. Let's going to take a quick look here. You see my magic stun damage gear is pretty solid here. Steel bow, golden braided coat, bells of destruction here. This card here just to give Keith Griff more speed because he's a really slow unit. If you have Leela, that will be a lot better. Unfortunately, I don't have Leela. I have every other ice unit though. Corneria is really fast as it is. Just physical stun damage boost on Corneria. Even using Shard Lamont, which isn't that great, but because it has double physical stun damage boost, I'm using that. And then the card here, again, is just kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just for stats. Christmas Resna, I have quite good gear on my Christmas Resna. You see, I have the Tome of Answer's Ice here. I have skill power up 9, but it also gives me a 20% boost to crit damage. Daylight, Princess Tiara here. And then the card is just something to give her a bit more speed and magic. Raze has another copy of the Time to Study Memoria just because it's the fastest speed Memoria I have. Otherwise, Raze ends up going a bit too slow. As for gear, he has a Helioprox, Shard Lamont, and Bell Destruction. His gear isn't all that great, actually, but it's just what I have. And then Oscar. Oscar's gear, I think, is probably the worst on the team. You see here, just some AoE resistance, which doesn't even matter this fight. Single target resistance definitely helps out because he would probably fall over without that 7% reduction there, and the reduction here from the Angel Ribbon alongside the physical resistance here. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure Oscar would fall over without these two there. The card probably helps out as well because this is just the highest Memoria, highest HP Memoria I have to give Oscar some more HP and physical defense, so that probably helps out a lot as well. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to clear this stage. Like I said, even if you don't have Christmas Resna, you can substitute her for Bolt Resna. I believe you can probably also do this with Izana. It just might be a little bit more funkier because you have to take more turns with the Izana because Izana's burst is an AoE. And that also means you might do a little bit less damage, but since Izana is a single target, I think it'll be more damage concentrated on one enemy. I'm not sure how much damage you could pump out with Izana because I haven't tried it with Izana, but I'm pretty sure you'd be able to mop that up with Izana pretty nicely as well. But yeah. Hopefully, like I said, this gave you some ideas on how to potentially put together a team for your roster, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.